Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Whew, burned my hand on my cup. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking all things favorites, or all things that I have been loving for the past 2 months. I'm gonna say, I think it's been 2 months since I filmed a favorites video. I'm gonna try and do these a little bit more frequently because I know it's just easier for you guys to go to a specific video than to trawl through a load of other videos to see kind of things that I'm using often, whether that's in beauty or skincare, fashion, food, lifestyle, all that kind of stuff. It's just easier if it's all in one place. So I'm gonna try and film them a little bit more often. It's probably not gonna be monthly, but maybe bi-monthly, because I feel like we're all the same. We get things, we use them because we like them, and then we don't have another favorite because we're using the favorites we already have. I kind of enjoy filming these types of videos because they're a fun way to just sit down and chit chat. So let's get straight into it. First of all, my mug and my nails, because I know people are gonna ask. My mug is from Anthropology and my nail color is Essie's Not Just a Pretty Face. It's a really pretty pink shade. Okay, let's start with fashion. I will put my cup down for this. So there have been a couple of things that have been on repeat in my wardrobe over the last 2 months. I suppose you could call this like summer favorites. I've just been wearing these pieces non-stop, or really enjoying wearing these pieces. First and foremost, printed sets. I have been loving printed sets for the summertime. This one here I showed you when I bought it. It's this little lemon print. It's like a lilac or lavender color lemon print co-ord from Zara. Really pretty. I kind of like the ones that have a longer skirt and a cropped top because they actually look like a dress when you put them on. And then you can wear the top on its own, you can wear the skirt with a little white t-shirt, or a little kind of light layered long sleeve jumper kind of looks cool too. Obviously if it's not super hot where you're living. But I really love this one. And then this is another one that I've been wearing a lot too, and it's also from Zara, but it's a really gorgeous black and kind of floral print little co-ord. This is like got a bit of a peplum going on. The other one does too actually. The skirt is another kind of midi length skirt. So pretty. This gives me like serious like La Dolce Vita vibes. It's really pretty on. And then this one's just really fresh and bright and clean for the summer, and I've been loving those so much. Every time I wear either one of these, I get complimented on it, or I get asked where they're from because they're just so cute, and I agree, they are. So I've been loving printed sets for the summertime. Another fashion favorite of mine, or wardrobe must have for the past couple of months for me, has been utility style anything. So utility style jumpsuits or shorts or little over jackets, things like that. I just love that kind of a look. I think it's really cool. You can make it look really elegant, or you can make it look kind of more edgy and chic, and I don't know, I just really love it. So it's a bit of a trend at the minute. I've been seeing it in stores a lot recently, but my favorite piece that I've been wearing, I have had for the past 8 years I think, and it's this utility style jumpsuit. I just love it. I love the khaki color. It has a drawstring waist and a zip up the front there. They're just so cool, and jumpsuits in particular are so handy for me because if, like me, you live in a climate where the summers are warm, but like right now it's kind of overcast outside and you don't really want to wear a dress but you still want to be summer appropriate, the little jumpsuits are kind of handy because you still feel covered up, as in you don't have your legs out or whatever, but you have your arms out and you still feel a little bit summery. So jumpsuits are a great one for that. And this one again I wear casually all the time with a pair of sandals or slides, but I've also worn this with a pair of heels too, and it looks really cool if you're going out for dinner and things like that, because when you pair a utility style anything with a pair of heels, it kind of has that really cool juxtaposition of a cool girl kind of outfit and then a more chic and elegant shoe, like a strappy stiletto or something like that. But yeah, I've been really loving that. Next fashion favorite for the past couple of months, I'm going to shift to accessories really quickly, and it is little woven bags or raffia bags or wicker bags or whatever you want to call them. I have been loving these. They're so cute and very on trend, obviously for the summer. They're on trend not just this year but every year. I feel like these really cute little either totes, or if you have like a small smaller style bag too. They just look so cute during the summertime, and as much as I love all of the bags that I already have, I love all of these little ones that you can find on the high street. This one here is from Zara. I have one as well from ASOS, but Zara had a lot of really cute little bags in over the summertime. But I just love the contrast of this one with the little kind of like wooden beads, and the fact that the handle is rounded. It's not just your typical kind of bag. I thought this would actually be a little bit harder to wear, but it holds so much stuff. Like, I took this down to Killarney with me when we went on our little road trip, and this held like my vlogging camera, my DSLR, my phone, my wallet, and just everything under the sun. It just held the kitchen sink. So I really liked this one. But yeah, let me know how you feel about these bags. Do you like them? Do you not? I never used to be like on board with them because I thought they were a little bit impractical, but much more practical than you would assume, and I like them. Next fashion favorite is a little bit of a wild card, I'm going to say, because I suppose you could put this into fashion, fitness, lifestyle, and they are more recent favorites of mine, but I have literally been wearing them non-stop since I bought them. And they're these really cute little workout tops from H&M. A couple of you guys, I had actually mentioned this in a vlog recently, but a couple of you guys had mentioned to me that H&M had good workout gear over on Instagram, because I really want to add to my workout wardrobe this year, because I feel like I'm just wearing the same things constantly. I wanted to pick up a couple of new tops because I really needed new workout tops, and these ones are just so comfortable on. They kind of have like a racer back and a kind of longer armhole. I bought them in a size up so that they're a little bit more loose than fitted, but I really love them, and I think they look really flattering on too, but as much as they're flattering, they're very comfortable to work out in. So I've been loving these little workout tops from H&M, and you should definitely go and look at some of their other workout gear because they have some really nice shorts and things like that. I'm not going to be wearing shorts so much outside. If I was going to a gym, I would be wearing them because they are really cute too. And then another kind of not so standard fashion favorites that might kind of fall into lifestyle-y kind of sections are all of my little pajama sets that I've been wearing constantly over the last 2 months. So this one here, both of these are from H&M. One is kind of older and one is newer, but I love them both, and I swear I literally don't take them off. You have seen this one in loads of vlogs, but it's this really cute little silky set. It comes with a little cami and a little pair of shorts as well. These are so comfortable, you guys, like so comfortable just to kind of lounge around in, but also very comfortable to sleep in. And this one here in particular comes in a load of different colors. I've seen it in like a kind of goldy yellow. I've seen it in black as well. The black one I think has a little bit of lace on the shorts too, but these are just so comfy and look so cute on. I am definitely a matching pajama sets type of gal. I just like to feel really cute in my pajamas. Obviously, like if I'm lounging around the house, I can throw on like a cozy cardi or something like that over it, but I am into my pajama sets. I love that one, and I'm very tempted to buy another color in it. This one here is my most recent purchase, and it's this really cute little floral print one. I just loved the little peplum bottom. I love the print, and then the shorts also have this little ruffle bottom on them too. I mean, how adorable is that? I just like to feel cute in my pajamas, and wait till it gets into autumn winter, you guys. I am going to have a field day with pajama sets. So I think those are the main things. I really want to focus in and not like ramble on about too many things that I don't love, but those are the things that I have been loving over the last 2 months. Next, I want to move on to beauty. So I have a few makeup and a few hair favorites. So I wanted to purposely wand my hair today so that you could see the products that I'm using or that I'm loving in action. And I've been loving wearing my hair kind of wavy over the past couple of months, and it's taken me so long to find a kind of set of products that work really well together to give you shiny hair that's going to also last all day, because I was having serious issues with my waves or my curls not lasting throughout the day. But I think I have found the answer with these 3 products. I'm still loving, I know I've mentioned this 50 million times, but I might as well just mention it again because I still love it, my Bumble and Bumble Hairdressers Invisible Oil Primer. So I do have their invisible oil as well, but this one here is kind kind of the one that I use more than the invisible oil. This primer I spray into my hair when it's damp just before I blow dry it, and especially over the last couple of weeks actually, I have had so many people tell me that my hair is so shiny. Right now my hair is in need of a colour badly and when it's in need of a colour or to get my colour refreshed, it looks a little bit dull, a little bit dry and a tiny little bit wiry, and this here is like a lifesaver. Also the serum, but the primer is like my must have. It makes your hair look so shiny, adore it. Then after I have wanded my hair, I'll brush it out with a paddle brush, and then I add the Triple Sec 3-in-1 Texture Amplifies Refresh. That did not make any sense. But the Triple Sec 3-in-1 from Drybar. Love, love, love this product. It's so good for adding a lot of texture and grit to your hair so that it actually holds the style that you've put into it. So whether I have my hair wavy like this or in more kind of sleek curls, especially if I've only just washed my hair, it can be kind of harder to get the curls to stay in. This here really, really helps because it gives it a little bit of grit and volume, and I love it. And I also do feel like it says it texturizes, amplifies and refreshes, and it definitely does. It kind of acts as a little bit of a dry shampoo too, because I'm on like my last day of hair before I need to wash it again, and this has freshened up my hair completely today, and it smells amazing too. Anybody that's tried this knows it smells so good. And then the third thing to kind of keep all of that in place and lock it all in is my Redken Quick Dry 18 instant finishing hairspray. I know I've mentioned this one before, but I just thought I would mention it again because the three of these just work so well together at getting your hair to look shiny and then keep the curl as well. My hairstylist recommended this here to me as a good hairspray, and I really like it. It doesn't leave your hair feeling too crispy, but it keeps it all in place. Those have been what I've been using to keep my hair nice and wavy and making it last all day and also shiny. And then three beauty favorites. I can't remember if I mentioned one of these in favorites before, but I've been using it like non-stop over the last couple of months, and it is my Charlotte Tilbury Glow Gasm face palette in Light Gasm. I am obsessed with this. I literally use it every single day. I cannot tell you how much I love it. So I have it on my face right now. So this here is the blush that I'm wearing. It's a combination of these two mixed together. This one here is a little bit of a peachy kind of highlight, but I mix it in with the blush because I think it looks really pretty and fresh on your skin. And then the highlight, I have the highlight on as well. The bronzer I'm not wearing today because I have another kind of favorite that I've been using constantly, and I'm going to show you that next. But I do love the bronzer in this for a slightly more soft bronzed look. This isn't going to give you a super strong contour, so if you're somebody that's not into a contoured look but still likes to feel bronzed, it's perfect for you. I like to have the option though of doing something a little bit more soft. Can't recommend it enough. Really, really, really love it, and I use it every single day. And as I was saying, I'm not using the bronzer from that at the moment because I just kind of am gravitating towards a little bit stronger of a contour right now. And the contour shade or bronzer that I'm using, I've mentioned this in my last current updated makeup routine, but it's the bronzer that's in the NARS, what's this palette called? Hot Nights Face palette, and I have been loving the bronzer shade in this. It's really nice and cool toned. I don't think there's any shimmer in it. No, it's a completely matte bronzer. Really good for creating a nice contour. It's not orangey, it's really cool toned, so it's not going to look mucky on your skin. I actually really like this palette in general. I just nearly every day wear the same eyeshadow palette, which is this Tartelette Toasted palette, which I mentioned 50 million times before, but I've been loving the bronzer in this. Really, really like that. And I use that as a contour and then to warm up my whole face. So I also have that kind of along my hairline, down like the sides of my nose and things like that too. I link my current makeup routine up here actually if you want to see it in more detail. Those two palettes are what is on my face every day. And then lastly, I got a new lip cheat from Charlotte Tilbury. You know I adore Charlotte Tilbury products in general, but her lip products are just, they're so good. And no, I have not tried out her new lipstick range yet, and I need to get my hands on some, but I want to see them in person so I can pick them out the color a little bit better. Charlotte Tilbury's lip liners are so good, you guys. The formula is very unique because they're pretty waxy, so they really stay on for a long period of time. Like there are days where I just wear her lip liners on their own and they last so long. They don't budge. But today I'm wearing my newest one, and it is called Super oversize me, and it's a really lovely berry color. I wouldn't say it's quite as dark as Bond Girl if you have Bond Girl, and then it's not as light as Pillow Talk. It's somewhere in the middle, but it's a really lovely berry color. I'm going to be wearing this so much into the autumn time as well. I can imagine this here with Secret Salma over top would be really pretty, but today I actually have it on with NARS Barbarella layered on top of it. Barbarella kind of makes it a little bit more pinky, a little bit lighter, but I have been loving this lip liner, so this is what it is. That's what I have on today. Again, wanted to wear it so that you could see it in person, in action, and I love it. Okay, next on to more lifey kind of things. So things that I've just been enjoying in life, whether that is things that I've been doing, things that I've been eating, things that I've been watching, listening to, all those kind of random favorites. I always love those because I think they're like really interesting to listen to. So first and foremost, food. If you can get your hands on this granola, you need it in your life ASAP. I am addicted. I have been eating this for breakfast, but also just eating it straight out of the bag as a snack. Oh my lord, it's so good. So this is from The Happy Pear. They're an Irish company. It's two brothers, twins, that set it up, and they are all kind of about, they do a lot of like organic food, vegan options, vegetarian options, things like that. But I wanted to kind of start switching up my breakfast in the morning because you guys all were clearly pointing out to me that I was eating eggs every single day, and I was like, yes, I know, but it's because I like it. But I know I had to switch it up. So I was kind of like in a bit of a rut with my breakfasts, and I really wanted to start trying different things out. So I wanted to go get a good granola, and I went into the store. But the thing I suppose with granolas is that there's so many granolas out there that are packed full of sugar. I wanted to try and find one that was pretty low in sugar. This one here is really low in sugar, and it's one of the main reasons why I got it, but also because I also really like coconut and raspberry together. I think it's a really nice pairing. So it's the Happy Pear Steve's Dreamy Granola, a delicious low sugar coconut and raspberry granola. I eat this with some Greek yogurt, Glinisk Greek yogurt, they're an Irish company as well, and some chopped up strawberries on its own. Sometimes I add a little bit of honey, sometimes I don't, but this is just divine. If you can get your hands in it, please do, and let me know what you think about it, because it's my favorite thing in the world right now. Speaking of food, I have been having so much fun cooking recently. I don't know what it is, but I've always been really into cooking and food and eating out. I feel like that's something that has been kind of instilled in me through my parents. They've always been really good at making myself and my brother try out different foods as we were younger, so we could kind of like broaden our palates and stuff like that. But I think in the past 6 months I've really kind of tried to start eating different things, but in the last 2 months I have been really experimenting with my own cooking, and I've been having so much fun. I mentioned this in my self-care Sunday routine, but every Sunday now I sit down on Pinterest and kind of run through Pinterest looking for some inspiration for recipes. I do out my little grocery list for the week ahead, and I try and do like 1 or 2 new recipes every week so that I can just try different things out, and I've been having so much fun doing it. And I post a lot of them over on my Instagram, so make sure you're following me over on Instagram, because you'll probably see them there a little bit before I put them on YouTube, because I always want to try them out first beforehand to make sure they actually taste good before I share them with you guys, because I don't want to share a recipe and then be like, don't make that, it's awful. Although sometimes I have done that. I have shared my baking fails before. So I've been having so much fun trying out new recipes recently, and as much as I love the summertime, obviously I'm kind of excited to see what I'm going to kind of come up with for autumn and winter, because I feel like that's such a great time for food and for cooking and for baking like really hearty, yummy things. So I'm really excited about it. So yeah, make sure to follow me over on Instagram if you want to see some more of my foodie bits and pieces for some inspiration for your own meals throughout the week. Another favorite from the last couple of weeks has just been traveling around Ireland. I've been taking a little bit of time just to kind of like get out of town, and whether that's go to a different kind of place in Dublin or our trip to Killarney. That was so much fun. I vlogged the whole trip, so I leave that linked here if you want to watch it. But that was just like incredible, and the weather that we had when we were in Killarney was insane. You literally could have easily said you were like in the lakes in Italy, like you are in Lake Como or something like that with the weather that we had. It was just incredible, and I would highly encourage anybody that is coming over here to take a trip over to Killarney. That was my first time there and I loved it, and I wish I had more time, but I had to get back for work, so I just had to kind of squeeze in whatever I could. But if you have a little bit more time, like 3 nights maybe there would be amazing. You get to see an awful lot. In the next couple of weeks I've also booked a little getaway, just another kind of like 1 night weekend getaway with one of my friends, and we're going down to Kilkenny. Kilkenny is one of my favorite places in Ireland. I love it. It's very easy to kind of get around and walk about. There's lots to do, lots of really nice places to eat, lots of nice things to see, so I'm really excited about that. So I've been really enjoying traveling around Ireland a lot more. I feel like it's really good to be a tourist in your own area or in your own country, because we all kind of take for granted what's literally on our doorstep. I was actually just talking to one of you guys on Instagram the other day, and you live in Vermont, and I would love to go to Vermont. I think it looks incredible. I would love to go there in the autumn. It just looks insane. And you were saying that it's so funny that you guys just would love to go to Ireland, so you always kind of like take for granted what you have right next door to you or right on your doorstep. But yeah, I've really been enjoying that, and then throughout maybe the rest of this year we get some more travels in further afield. Obviously I'm going to New York in December, but maybe we can try and squeeze something else in as well. This is going to be a little bit more specific. You may be able to tune into this if you're not just in Ireland, but definitely if you're in Ireland, one thing that I've been loving in the morning time is getting up and having a little bit of quiet time. I don't touch my phone until I'm finished making my breakfast. That's my rule. I try not to look at my phone and go on social media until I have finished my breakfast. And I go downstairs and I put on the radio, like good old-fashioned radio, first thing in the morning. And one radio station that I've been loving listening to is Lyric FM, and during the weekdays when I'm up in the morning time, there is a show on it called Marty in the Morning, and Marty Whelan presents it, and it's a lot of kind of classical music, a lot of jazz. It's super relaxing, really easy listening music in the morning time. My parents actually listen to it all the time, so when I was living at home, that's what I would have listened to. But that station in general, if you want something really easy and just relaxing to wake up to in the morning with your cup of coffee or your cup of tea or whatever, it's perfect. So if you're in Ireland, try and tune in. I leave the name of it again down in the description box, and if you're further afield, maybe you can tune in over the internet. I'm not entirely sure, but it is called Lyric FM. That is the name of the radio station. And I know you guys also always ask me for recommendations for podcasts. So what I have been listening to on my walks recently, I always listen to podcasts on my walks, are Second Life. I've talked about this podcast before. It's really good. It talks about or interviews women in really interesting careers and kind of discusses how they got to the place in their life where they are. Some examples here are, let me see, Jen Atkin, who is obviously the amazing hairstylist, Anastasia from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I really enjoyed the interview with Mercedes Abramo, who is the Cartier North America president and CEO. That was a CEO. That was a really interesting one. Michelle Pfeiffer's there too. There's just really interesting interviews in that one. If you're a Disney fan, I always love the Diz Unplugged or the Diz Unplugged Universal Edition. That might be a little bit niche, but I enjoy it. So if you're a Disney fan too, I know a lot of you are, you might enjoy that one too. Lauren Conrad's Asking for a Friend, and Mallory Irvin's Living Fully. Mallory Irvin is another YouTuber, and Living Fully is, as you could kind of gather from the title, all about living your best life basically. Okay, so I think I have rambled on enough, but those are all of my favorite things that I have been absolutely loving over the past couple of months. Oh, actually one more thing. A couple of you have asked me to link my favorite or most used makeup brushes. So I actually don't use a whole pile of makeup brushes because I suppose I don't need anything for my brows. I use a beauty blender for my foundation and my concealer, but I'm going to just leave a list of my most used makeup brushes down in the description box, because obviously they're favorites of mine too, and I always forget to do that when I'm doing makeup routines. So if you want to know my favorite makeup brushes, things that I use every single day when I'm doing my makeup, I will leave those for you there too. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this little roundup of the things that I I have been loving over the last like couple of months or so. As I said, I don't want to do these too often, as in every month, because I don't have different things to share every single month, but maybe bi-monthly, which would mean the next time I'm going to do this is in September, which is crazy because that's like autumn. But I think that might be a better way to do it, because there'll just be more fresh things for you to hear about and new things that I have been loving and new experiences that I've been experiencing. So let me know down in the comments if any of these have been favorites of yours recently, or let me know things that you've been loving, podcasts that you've been loving, things that you've been listening to. Oh, also gotta put it out there, also loved Aladdin, but I think I rambled on about that enough when I went to see it. But yeah, let me know down in the comments anything that you've been loving over the last couple of months. I would love to read your favorites too. And I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to drink my tea, and I will talk to you all again in my next video. Don't forget to give this one a thumbs up if you enjoy it. If you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I would love to have you back again, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.